going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the final content drop / update for the Super Bowl promo, including how to get the 99 overall Super Bowl MVP. Man, that felt really good to say. Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. A lot to go over, so let's go ahead and jump right on into it. So as I said, this is like the final content drop for the Super Bowl promo. A lot of updating, but we're going to start with that 99 overall Jalen Hurts. And there's two different ways that you can get this card. Technically three, the third being just going on the auction house and straight up buying it. But if you go over to your item sets and go down to the Super Bowl filter, there's two different sets. Now, number one, there was a bundle that came out earlier in the year. That bundle is not available anymore, but at the time it did cost $100. It gave you a couple other things, but in the bundle, the main thing you were getting was a token that you would be able to redeem for a 99 overall player, and that player would be the Super Bowl MVP. At the time that that bundle was available, you had no idea. You just knew you were getting a 99. You didn't know what player it would be. If you bought that bundle and you have that token, you go into this set, and this is where you're going to redeem it. You put the token in there. In return, you're going to get the 99 overall Jalen Hurts. Now, outside of buying the card on the auction house, the alternative way to getting that via sets is going to the one over here, which is going to require 7 95 overall players. Same exact set requirements as they had last year. So you need 4 95 overall Super Bowl players and then 3 more 95s that can be Super Bowl players as well, or from any other promo. You're going to put 7 cards into the set. In return, you're going to get back the 99 overall Jalen Hurts. Now, there is a difference between this set version and the token version. I'll explain that in a moment, but as far as the average cost on this card goes, you can see that these 95s roughly go for about 500,000 coins, which means you're looking at probably a bare minimum, unless you snipe a bunch of the cards. So I shouldn't have said bare minimum, but at the bare maximum, if you can get these for 500K or under, you're looking at about 3.5 million coins to build out the 99 overall Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts. So if you view this card in the catalog, there's going to be 2 different versions, and the reason is because one quick sells for training, the other is for coins, and I think I have this correct. I reached out to people on Twitter. I didn't get any response at the moment, but I feel pretty confident in this one. So the card we're looking at right here is going to quick sell for 650,000 training. So I'm pretty confident this is the one that you get if you complete the set that requires 795 overall. So the non-token, the non-bundle version, right? You complete the set, you get the 99 overall card, but he does have a really good high quick sell value worth of training that you might be able to use down the road. And we'll take a look at his attributes here. I just want to show you them really quickly because it's going to be no different from the card that's directly to the right. The only difference is this one quick sells for 500,000 coins. And I'm pretty sure this is the one that you would get if you redeem the token from the bundle that you may have purchased several weeks ago that was $100. I'm pretty sure they even advertised it that it would quick sell for the 500K. So again, 500,000 coins is the token card. 650,000 training is going to be the set card with the 795s. And again, compare and contrast here. Same OVR, same attributes, 97 speed, 99 throw power is amazing there. Short throw 95, mid 98, deep 95, and then the throw under pressure, throw on the run, both maxed out at 99, play action 97. The first 99 overall card in the game. Will I be picking him up? Absolutely no brainer here, but I did never buy the bundle, so I got to go out and complete the set. Now, the biggest problem or concern that people are going to have with this card is the audible hot route animations. I don't know if they took them away from this card. I highly doubt that they did, but to me, the best way around it, and it's not as bad as everybody's making it seem like, but the combination of abilities that you're going to want to utilize here are going to be Conductor, and then you can go Backyard QB. It's pretty much the same exact thing that you're going to see with the Master Tactician ability. So if you go into this bucket here, you can get Conductor for 1 AP. After that, once you go into the Tier 4 bucket, scroll down a little bit, he's going to get Backyard QB for 2 AP, which gives you the additional hot routes and the playmaker. So those two abilities combined is what Master Tactician normally gives you. And because he does have 94 awareness, he actually can get Master Tactician now, unlike his 95 overall Super Bowl champion card. But Master Tactician's 4 AP. So you do not want to utilize this ability because it's going to cost you more AP, and you're going to get the same thing from the combination of Conductor and Backyard QB. And again, Conductor is going to speed up those hot routes. You can basically basically do 2 without getting that animation, and then once he does do the animation, usually about halfway to 3/4 through it, it allows you to start doing additional hot routes, and you can then snap the ball while he's kind of in the middle of it. So there will be moments where it's going to be painful, but at the end of the day, that's the ability setup that you're going to want to go with to get rid of that or kind of circumvent it. Now, we haven't even talked about his discounted bucket. This is where I kind of think they did the card dirty. I still think it's a very good card with ability discounts, good ability discounts, but I wish we would have saw this bucket 2 different times. You got gift wrap for 0, which is really good. Set feet lead for 3, really good. Pass lead elite 4, really good. But that's not going to allow you to use like conductor and the other things if you go with either of these. I mean, you can, you're just going to be spending a lot of AP on one position, on one player, where you only get 9 on offense. It seems like quarterbacks so far this year have been pretty good without set feet lead and pass lead elite. So in this discounted bucket, I would either go gift wrap for 0. If you got 1 AP free, I'd probably go Truz here, right? So he does get X factors, but this one would be as an ability, which means pretty much anytime you scramble with him, you're not going to fumble. And I think that makes him, with the 97 speed, 99 on the Eagles full theme team, just makes him that much more dangerous. If you want to go gunslinger to speed up his release a little bit for 1 AP, you can do that. But for me, I'm going to spend 4 AP on backyard QB, conductor, and Truz. I think that's the best ability stack for him. Now, he also gets access to some unstoppable X factors. For example, you got run and gun here, which would take up one of your 3 X factor slots, but no AP. If you're able to complete 3 passes for 5+ yards, this will not only get activated, but it will stay activated because it's unstoppable for the remainder of the game. He also has an unstoppable freight train for 1 AP. If you run with your quarterback a lot, might be worth it. And then finally, the unstoppable master tactician for 0 AP, 5+ yards. You just got to get consecutive passes here. That one would activate and stay activated for the remainder of the game. The only reason I wouldn't do this one is because you're going to probably have that ability set up with the stack that I talked about. And then outside of that, he does have all of the Super Bowl X factors, but those expire in 2 days, so you can utilize them now. And to me, the best one's going to be Truz. As long as you don't get sacked, he's going to have this activated throughout the entire game. No AP, and also it only takes up one of the 3 X factor slots. But after February 13th, for the X factors, it's probably just best to go run and gun. Now, those aren't the only Super Bowl cards that we got today. You may have noticed in the catalog, there's a 96 overall Devin McCourty. When we get to the outrageous pack offers, we'll talk about it a little bit more, but this card is very similar to the Emmitt Smith and Reggie White cards that we saw come out over the weekend. So attribute-wise, 5'10", 97 speed, 95 man, 97 zone, 91 hit power, but he is going to have unstoppable X factors with reinforcement, shutdown, and then run stuffer. For all of these, again, you meet the requirements in game. Once they're activated, they stay activated for the remainder of the game. It cannot be knocked out. And then reinforcement's a good one. You need to get, it looks like, force 1 incompletion, and then once it's activated, it does cost the 1 AP and 1 X factor slot. You basically get like good sheds against the run and knockouts against the pass. Really, really good ability, but this card's going to be extremely expensive. You also have the unstoppable shutdown. 2 tackles will activate it. No AP, only takes up 1 of 3 X factor slots, tighter coverage, and more interceptions. To me, I mean, I think reinforcement's probably better, but if you don't want to spend any AP on something that's not 100% going to be activated, this one seems like it's going to be easier to activate, and without the AP cost there, could be good. But card's going to be really, really expensive. I'm probably not talking to too many people in this video that can afford it or want to spend that many coins on it. Now, today also, the mystery player is updated. Now, a little confusing here, but I figured it out. I thought they would just automatically change to a 95 overall. It's actually not the case. They're going to stay at 78. You're going to have to spend 5 training to bump them up from a 78 to a 95. Now, there's basically 4 different versions of the players, and Muttleeks had it right earlier. It's Ty Law, Von Miller, Tom Brady, and finally Marcus Allen. Chiefs team gets Marcus Allen and Ty Law, 2 really, really good cards out there. And the difference between the 4 cards are going to be based on the color. So we have a green version, and again, all 4 players, same thing. We have a green version of Marcus Allen, and you can read the description in the bottom right. So this is the X Factor champion, and that's all he's going to get. There's no team chemistries, there's no additional abilities. Basically, you spend the 5 training, that bumps him up to a 95 overall, and then you have access to 4 different X Factors that do start on. So first one free, Wrecking Ball, Yak 'em Up. Yak 'em Up's going to be 3 AP, and then Angry Runs, which can be an entire nuisance, but I don't know if it's going to be worth it for 4 AP. Now, because these are unstoppable, they can't be knocked out either, so if you do go up against this card, you got to deal with a lit up Angry Runs, but that's going to leave somebody with only 5 additional AP to spread across their entire offense, and the card, you know, it's going to be good, but it's not going to benefit from any other type of abilities or chemistry. So, interesting card there. That's going to be the green one. The blue one is going to have 2 discounted buckets, 2 tier 2 discounted buckets. So again, you go into the upgrade path, you spend the 5 training, that's going to unlock everything and bump him up to a 95 overall. And it looks like tiers 2, 3, and 4 all have kind of the same ability discounts, and it's full of just 1 AP abilities. For my money, I'm still recommending the 2 ability points on tank for this card. The 1 AP buckets, like, they're cool, but there's nothing that's really super game changing in my opinion. So this card, decent, but I just feel like it could be better. That's going to be the blue one. The next one up is going to have, and you can see the baked on abilities already, this is the Master Trophy Juggernaut Champion. Tons of baked on super discounts, but will cost a lot of AP, and the abilities can't be taken off or switched. So to me, outside of maybe the Tom Brady one that has good quarterback abilities, probably not going to be worth it. Marcus Allen, he does have, like, all of these are 0 outside of Route Technician for 4. So basically, you're paying 4 for Route Tech, but really you're paying 4 for Human Joystick, Leapfrog, Jukebox, Running Back Apprentice, Energizer, and the Route Tech. Might be worth it if you pass the ball a lot to your running back. Overall, though, I just don't like the commitment to the 4 AP on some of those abilities that I would not want to use. And then finally, we have the orange one that's going to get 3 times for any team chemistry, not just the team that they play for. So if you go into this one here, you're not going to get any good discounts. Well, I take it back. There's 1 discounted bucket for 1 AP. In this situation, you got like Jukebox, Spin Cycle, no tank out there. But if you take a look, you have any team chemistry of your choice, and that's going to be available in 3 different buckets. So if you run a hybrid theme team, you can go 2 and 1, you can go 1, 1, 1 for 3 different teams. A lot of flexibility there, and that's going to be the same for all 4 of the players. This video would turn into like a 40-minute video if I go through every single player out there, but Von Miller looks really good from a pass rushing standpoint with his baked on cards here. If you go into the tabs, you got Relentless, Double or Nothing, Pick Artist, which isn't really necessary, Run Stopper, El Toro, Strip Specialist, and then finally Edge Threat Elite. Like, if you're looking for a really good pass rusher, this one will certainly get the job done, but 4 AP on your entire defense to 1 pass rusher, a little bit too much. The one thing that I thought we would be able to do with these cards, and because of the training feature here, I don't think it's going to be possible. I have 2 of the 78 overall Tom Brady's. I got both of these out of B&D packs. One of them was a 1 coin pack. I was hoping that these would automatically go to a 95 overall, which means you could put them into the upgrade path of one of your welcome pack players, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So if you take a look at the Tom Brady that I have here, again, I can spend the 5 training. That will then activate all of these abilities: Identifier, Conductor, Protected, Lofting Deadeye, Gunslinger, Gift Wrap, and Set Feet Lead, and all of that would be a total of 5 AP. If you don't mind a non-mobile quarterback, I mean, 87 speed, 86 speed isn't half bad there. This card could be pretty good with that ability stack out there. So because there's just so many variations of those cards, it's truly up to you if you're going to use them or not. I'll probably look into using Marcus Allen and Ty Law on my No Money Spend account because they get Chiefs Steam Team, and just with their base attributes look pretty good. I don't think I would go with the cards that get those absurd amount of abilities. I definitely would not go with the cards that don't get team chemistry and only get the X Factor. So I'd probably recommend the ones that get the 2 discounted buckets. Here comes the moment of truth. I don't expect this to work, but we'll just confirm that it's not going to work. And there it is. So you cannot put any of the mystery players in the upgrade path of the welcome pack player, unfortunately. So we'll have to re-upgrade our Jalen Carter with that Travis Kelce card. And then one other update when it comes to the Super Bowl cards before we go over to the store. the game day buckets have updated. So for example, Cooper DeJean with that big pick six to go up 17-0 in the Super Bowl. One of his requirements is if he gets an interception and 5 tackles, which I didn't remember that being a requirement. Anyway, he would get -1 AP in these buckets, in the discounted game day bucket, and also deep zone KO for 1. So as you can see, this has been updated. Avalanche is no longer 4 AP, it's now 3. Extra pop is no longer 2, it's 1. Pick artist was already 0, so it's going to stay 0. And deep zone KO is now going to be 1 AP. So I have mid zone KO out there. I'm still kind of deciding, do I keep the deep zone KO on this, or do I go with deep zone KO, or switch over to mid zone KO, or keep it, I should say. You know what I'm trying to say here. But overall, these have been updated. Devontae Smith and Nolan Smith got updated. Jordan Mailata gets one over at left tackle. I think he gets pass protector now for 1 AP. So those have been updated. So we close it out with pack offers, and here's the main one that we're going to talk about. EA really tried it on Saturday with the step offers that went all the way from 1 to 10, and people bought it. It was a grand total of like $500 to go all the way through it, and at the very end, you did get either Reggie White or Emmitt Smith. Well, they said, you know what? People are going to go through and spend $500 on 10 steps. Let's go up to 13. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if people spend more money. And I'm probably guessing some of you watching this video might be doing this. I'm going to sit this one out, but at the very, very end of it, and again, I really hate the idea of, spend money to find out what's next. Now, due to videos and MUT leaks and whatnot, you can kind of find out what is at every step at this point, but just generally speaking, for people who don't watch YouTube or watch content creators, they could just be dumping money into this, not knowing what's next. So when you get all the way to the end, and I don't know the grand total, I don't care to find out because I think it's ridiculous to charge for this much for packs. But it looks like at the end of it, you're pretty much guaranteed that 96 overall McCourty. There's some trophy cards in here. If you want to spend the money, go for it. I certainly don't recommend it, nor would I do it myself. And remember, this upcoming Thursday, we got the Genki Force promo coming out. We're going to be jumping up to 96 overall champions, 97 overall LTDs, Ultimate Legends on Saturday. So a lot of content on the way, a lot of updates today to the existing Super Bowl content, and you can now go out there and get the 99 overall Jalen Hurts MVP card. I will be on Twitch later tonight if you want to see that card in action. Without a doubt, I'll be adding it to the squad. He will probably be my quarterback for the very long future, unless like McNabb or another Eagle gets a card there. But I'll be live on Twitch later tonight if you want to see that card in action. Thank you for watching another video. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.